Hey folks, this is Vince and Natalie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly revisit the Riftbreaker. You can find this on Steam for about 30 bucks. There is a 55% off sale going on right now until September 8th, 2025. So if you like what you see, you may want to get the game for a bit cheaper. The DLCs are also on sale. There's the Heart of the Swamp, the Metal Terror, and Into the Dark. All of those are 30% off. The official soundtrack is also 55% off. So great time to buy into everything should you like what you see here. And I've been covering this game for the last 3 or 4 years now. It's been in early access for a while, and the game finally released and added co-op, which was just recently. And that's what we're going to be reporting on today, just the co-op aspect of it. But for those of you that don't know what this game is, it's a top-down action RPG. Initially, it was single player. Again, they recently added co-op. And I believe it's up to 4 people. Don't quote me on that, but I think it supports up to 4. And it's an action RPG of sorts, but with a building focus. Think Factorio, but without the conveyor belts and stuff. You'll still be gathering materials by putting different mines down. You'll be putting down towers to defend your base, but a lot of that is automatic. I don't have to put conveyor belts here to deliver this thing here. Just resources are just sort of automatically collected. Energy is automatically collected. You still have to distribute it with power distribution nodes that you can put around, but ultimately it's a lot easier than mechanical figure it out kind of games. But yeah, action RPG, there's a huge research system in this game. There's crafting of different weapons. There's equipping of different weapons. One of the things they added as part of the latest patch was loot. You can actually pick up loot now from enemies that drop them in the environment. So rather than having to craft everything, sometimes you'll come across a better sword or a better machine gun, whatever, that you didn't have before. And what's cool in co-op is that you can share your stuff from one player to another. So she can send me a gun she already has, and maybe I can use it, or a mod, that kind of thing. So I really like that. And as I mentioned earlier, this game has a huge research tree. And I mean, the game always had a huge research tree, but there are 3 different tabs, one of which is mainly to upgrade your base and the different buildings that are in it. And the second tab is primarily for weapons that you can craft, and there's quite a bit of those too. And you're going to want different weapons for different situations. And then there's this alien tree that you learn stuff along the way as you progress through the campaign. And you can play co-op either campaign or skirmish, which is cool. And you can adjust difficulty settings, which is nice. But yeah, and then you can equip your character with different weapons. You can hold 3 weapons in the one hand, 3 weapons in the other hand. You can attach mods to them. You can change your appearance. You can change your movement skills, your mods. You've even got a hotbar on the bottom of your screen, and you can turrets to it, whatever you might have unlocked at that point in time. So the game does a lot of different things all at the same time, and it does it fairly well, in my opinion. Now, the game has always suffered from I want to say graphical hiccups, in the sense that every time there's a new patch with this game, the game gets laggy on me, and it doesn't feel like it's very well optimized. And from what I want to report today is that when we played co-op for the first time yesterday, she disconnected, I think 1 time. I can't comment on any lag that she experienced. I did not have any lag as the host. Idly, did you have any lag whenever you...
I had lag. I have lag when I first load in, but that's about it. When there are a lot of enemies, sometimes it stutters and skips, but it's pretty rare. But it's mainly the loading time that is very long, and as soon as I spawn in, there's a little stutter and hiccup. But
Gotcha.
other than that, it's not too bad
Gotcha.
on my
Especially
end.
when we're changing locations. Because in this game, it's not just the one location that you're in, but you can rift jump to different locations, like different biomes, and get different resources from those biomes. And what's cool is that the resource income that you earn in one outpost area is automatically shared across all of your bases. So you're going to be it's like an engine builder, really, like a board game engine builder. You're continuously improving your economy across all of these outposts, and everything shares. I love that. I really love that, especially when you put the resources on infinite. That way, you can just keep building up and building up and building up. And on a casual, and I love the casual settings in this game. I really do. But yeah, the
Mhm.
loading times were the only issue I think we had, along with the one crash that you had where you got kicked from the server or whatever it was. But you were
Yeah.
able to join mid game. So even though we initially started together and then you lost your connection, you were able to rejoin that session. And there's like
Mhm.
friends only settings. So I really like that. So I've talked for a lot. Idly, what did you think of? I mean, I know you've played this before, but now that you've played co-op, I mean, are you enjoying it more or less? Are you still liking it?
I'm enjoying it more because when I first played, I was so lost and I didn't know what to do and I didn't know how to do it. And now with co-op, you're kind of like teaching me because I'm watching you how to base build. But honestly, I just love the exploration aspect and the combat aspect. And I love going around killing stuff. I really do. And
Mm-hmm.
researching. That's fun.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I noticed you doing, like pretty much. Like I did the base building, and you ran around and did all of the, like you're addicted to scanning things. Like there's a
Yes.
bioscanner that you can scan for new species, and you get point. Every time you scan something, you get like a point toward it, and you just love seeing those numbers tick up. So,
Yeah,
mhm,
I love the unlocks. Like, there's so much to unlock, and it is so nice to be able to unlock those things, even though it's really grindy. And
mhm,
there's so much equipment. I love, love, love that you can equip six different weapons
mhm.
and just swap them. Like, just swap, 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 swappity swap. And I do that constantly. The only thing is the whole ammo sharing thing. So I can't have like six rocket launchers, so that kind of stinks. I wish it was separate, like for
Hmm.
each gun.
Yeah. Yeah, this game, I gotta say, like, I've always liked games like Factorio, but they've always overwhelmed me when I got to a certain point. Like, when I got to, like, the third research beaker in Factorio, that's when, like, A leads to B, leads to C, leads to D, all the way up to, like, NOP. That's when, like, my mind starts to, like, phase out, and I quit the game because I'm overwhelmed. This game doesn't have that issue. There are some semi-complex setups, but it's more like, how do I get this done? And a lot of it, I mean, there is like liquid pumps, for example. Liquid pumps, if you're pumping sludge, for example, you could flow that into this building that turns sludge into flame, like flammable gas, and then you can get an energy building, like a power plant, that needs flammable gas, and it gives you a lot of energy. So I love, like, that's like the most complex thing. There's no highly complex setups in this game. So I am more inclined, I think, to play this because it's more casual fun. And I love the fact that we can adjust those difficulty sliders. I love it when games have difficulty sliders because I can fine tune the difficulty how I like. I don't think you can adjust them after the fact. Like you have to kind of know what the settings are and what they do before you join. But still, like I highly recommend this game. It is a lot of fun. I really enjoy playing it. Anything else to say about it before we?
Yeah, yeah, here's a question. Do you like it better solo or co-op?
I like it better both. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm picky when it comes to base building. Like
Hmm.
I like things my way because
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess I'm an alpha gamer that way. Like I like
That's
being
one
in control of everything.
that's one of the reasons why I'm not really base building because I know how picky you are, so I don't want to like mess up your flow.
But that's
So I
the
just go out there and I'm kind of like the mule, the service mule.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, though. Like, this game doesn't have conveyor belts. So, as long as you're not building a whole bunch of energy consumption buildings and
Mhm.
causing our turrets to go offline, you can pretty much build whatever you want. So, as long and wherever you want, like you can make an outpost somewhere else. There's an energy building that transfers energy that connects energy across long distances. So,
Mm.
you could build an outpost and mine this particular thing and then set up an energy connector there. And so as long as like you're producing energy and you're contributing to the whole by putting down energy production buildings and stuff, then you can do whatever you want. And you can work separately in a separate area. So as long
Yeah,
as you're watching the resources, you're good.
The problem too is that like the more outposts you build, I feel like the more you can get overwhelmed with attacks because you're gonna have like enemies attacking in the north and the south and the
Mm-hmm.
west and the east and all that. So I think like few outposts are good, especially with the infinite um deposits that you set, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm. And
but
that's where the turrets and the shields and the repairs come in. Like, as long as
true.
you've got a significant amount of those and you're manning them correctly, you can leave
Mhm.
them to their own devices. Assuming that you've got enough turrets there to defend everything. But yeah, highly recommend this game. Definitely check this
Definitely.
one out, Riftbreaker. This is
Yeah.
Vincent Natalie. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time. Take care.
Bye guys.